Hi guys, welcome back to some more FIFA 14 simulated career mode action with AFC Wimbledon. We are at the start of a new season. You can see there one of the articles is fans' angle for Campbell, and apparently the fans are wanting us to try and sign Adam Campbell from Newcastle. Well, I think, in all honesty, the fans are going to be disappointed. We try and approach to buy. This guy is on 50 grand a week. There is no way we can afford his wages, and even the transfer fee, and the board just will not give me the money for him. The only way I may be able to potentially afford him is if we sell one of our players, and this could turn out to be a short episode. It all depends on what happens with one player, and that player is Vaheo. He's valued at 8 million. He's only 20. If I can get between 15 and 20 million for him, then I think I will sell him and let him go. But I will only do that if we haven't sold him by the middle of August. Then I won't sell him. It's due to the simple fact is that I don't want to leave myself with not enough time to buy players. So we're just going to have to see how this episode goes. It may be a short one. Should we sell him, then obviously I will want to take some time, have a look at some players. There are a couple of free agents who I have had a look at, and they are strikers as well, but I do want to look to try and sell players first. And we have our first offer from Bristol City for Gelson Ademi on a season-long loan. Happily let him go. And as we have a break, I can show you on the, what was that? Atic has been put up on the transfer list. What I can do is I will show you who is on the transfer list. We currently have Musonda, Jung, Hornshush, Vert, Ua, Rossetti all negotiating their contracts. We are also trying to sell Atic and Meki. I think those two are the worst two strikers we've got, and that bring in nearly 1 million and free up 6 grand a week in wages. Liverstam, like I said last season, we've brought in just to help out for a season while we look to get our young guys in. Warner, I'm going to try and get some money for him while I can. We do have a couple of young keepers. And then we have Acosta, Garcia, Navarro, Chadley, De Bruyne on loan, and Richardson, who has never appeared in the team, will not allow me to sell him, as it keeps on saying recently joined, but he's not available in my team at all. So we are going to look to sell some players and get some out on loan as well. And then we'll have to see what we can do in terms of buying players. We only have 725,000. If you move all that across to wage budget, that gives us 20,000 in wage budget. So we couldn't even get Adam Campbell on a free because we're so short on his wages. There are a couple of strikers who, like I said, I've found potentially in the free agents. There's this guy, Charlie Ismail, who has decent physical stats. His finishing is between 63 and 73. There's Felipe Aliste Suarez da Silva, who has some good physical stats as well, and he's finishing between 65 and 75. And then we have this guy, Ivan Zveritic, whose finishing could be up to 68. He has some really good physical stats. His ball control, dribbling, penalties, heading, short pass and shot power are also look to be pretty good as well. He is 19. He wants 15 grand a week. I'm going to offer him a contract. I'm going to offer an important first team player, and I'm going to look to see what other players I can bring in. There's no one else really I think we need unless we sell Vaheo. Then we will look to bring in some players, and then we can look to bring in top class players because we will have the money available to us. As we have a transfer offer for Ross Warner, which is what we want to see, from Birmingham City. We're going to counter that and we're going to ask for 300,000. He's valued at 325,000. So I want to try and get as near as I can to his value. So that will hopefully do. We had a player conversation. Laba. I've been thinking about my future and I decided I didn't want to sign a contract extension. I was letting my contract and then moving on, says Laba. Lopez has accepted his youth contract. Rossetti, the club cannot afford to renew my contract. Right, okay, so when I moved it all over to wages I screwed it up and didn't leave myself enough to sign these players, so that's not a problem. We can move a bit back like that, and then we can look to get those contracts renegotiated. And that was with... who was it with? It was no, it wasn't Laba, was it? It was Masonda, Ua and Alathabal. 3 years, he's a crucial first team player. Ua, he wants... I'll give him... I'll give him 8,000, he's going to be a crucial first team player. And Rossetti was the other one. 3 years, crucial first team player, 25 grand. There we go, we can afford all that. Right, so let's move on. See if we can get anyone else sold. Transfer offer for Ua, we're not going to do that. Jung has accepted his contract. Hornshoot has accepted his contract. And the Birmingham have come back and said 300,000 is okay for Warner, so they've accepted that. Transfer offer for Ua or Alathabal. 1.7 million has been offered by West Brom. He's valued at 3.7. I'm going to reject that because I do want to keep him. I think he's got a chance of improving to at least an 80. But we'll just have to see how we get on. Right, Zveretic has accepted the contract and Wirtz has accepted his contract. So let's get Zveretic in and see if we can get rid of Meki and our other striker, Atic, as well. Still a 3.5 star team, which isn't the greatest. Where is Zveretic? Where are you? There. He's 70 rated. He's 19 and is already rated 70. So he's above Meki. And he is also above Lars, Darm and Atic. So to me that was a great signing, but to be honest, we sort of knew that paying 15 grand a week he would be half decent. But now it's just time to try and get some. There we go. Contract met. Alright, 82 max for that keeper, 66 for that keeper, so we can reject him. Rui Cardenas, we'll keep our eye on those two. But yeah, we need to look at potentially getting rid of some more players and seeing who. It's only really then that we can look to bring some in. We've still only been a week in the transfer window. We're still only in the first week in July, aren't we? So player has been sold, so that's going to be Ross Warner. Transfer offer for Liverstam, as Warner has gone. Poulter, about Warner's spot. Don't worry, Poulter, I have you in my mind to take over in that backup spot. Liverstam to Port Vale, 80,000. I'm just going to straight out accept that. He was brought in as a free, and he did his job last season, just acted as a bit of cover, got a couple of games. We probably, with what we paid him in wages, we probably made 10-15 grand on that, so it's okay. It's a decent deal for the club, and he was brought in to do what he did last season, so it was okay. A transfer offer for Atic. This is one of the guys we wanted to sell. Burnley have offered 525,000, valued at 575, but it's less than 10% below what he's worth, so we're going to accept that offer. And Liverstam, and we've come in, the board have given us 70,000 for that. Right, so as Monaco and Chelsea are in Pato talks, we've got nearly $1 million. I think after selling Atic, we should have nearly $1 million at least. And Laba about leaving the club. What does Laba want to say to me? Let's have a look. Right, player sold. We're given 450,000 for the sale of Atic. Boss, don't feel like you can't select me with the team. I'll be giving everything for the team when selected. I might end up staying, I'm not sure yet. We shall just have to see what he says. So we need to sell more players, and then once I get at least some idea, I mean, so we're starting to come to pre-season games now, so I think it's going to be a case of Vaheo won't be sold. As much as selling him for 20 million would be ideal, because we could sort the team out with that. As we've got an offer for Mekis, is the other guy I wanted to sell from Burnley, so from Millwall this time. I'm just going to accept that. It's 400,000. It gets him off the wage budget. Found all I can in Spain. Found all I can in Germany. No problem with that from my scouts. AFC Wimbledon promotion outsiders. Predicted finish 6th. Key player Luca Rossetti. Forwards such as Didier Carrascal. Among the midfield, Rudolf Ahel will need to make a significant. It's got Luca Rossetti. And they've got Salvatore Riccardi, has shown tremendous promise and may well get his big chance with the seniors this year. We shall just have to see. We may as well get these pre-season games done. We're rocking on, decent time. So we're going to have a look and see who is going to come in. I'm thinking of selling Kone as well. He's young enough that we could look to sell him. Riccardi's going to get a game, Lopez is going to get a game, Polter is also going to get a game, as well as Zach Risson at the back. These pre-season games, I feel as though we should, for at least 2 of the games, give a lot of the youngsters chance to play, get them out into the squad, give them some game time and see how they can progress. But a 2-0 win. Vaheo comes off the bench and scores, and so does Drury. Not too bad. Zveretic gets his first taste of action, as Meki has been sold. As ironically, Meki has come and said his role at the club wasn't what was being offered him, but he's been sold. Radentic is also worrying, and so is Pell. Well, Radentic is back up anyway, so there's nothing much we can really do with that one. We're just going to have to leave it and see what says. We have an offer for Ibrahim De Bruyne. This is one of my young keepers. Mansfield Town gladly let him go out on loan, get some experience. He's only rated 50, but you never know. Next season he could advance by 6 or 7. So we're just going to have to see how that goes. 2 more offices. Hopefully there is an offer in there. League objective. League campaign was to fight for promotion, so I'm guessing that's a top 6 finish. That to me would be a top 6 finish if it's fight for promotion. And we have an update on some youth players. 80 max for Kenny Haroon, so I'm going to release him. 83 max for Dino Musa, who looks to be a CDM. And Carlos Alberto looks to be a striker or a cam, up to an 84. We'll keep them 2 there for now. Wasn't there as well another youth player that we signed at the same time? I'm sure there was. Where's he gone? It wasn't Carrasco, it wasn't Acosta. I'm sure there was a youth player that was signed. I could be wrong. But anyway, we will ask my assistant to sort this team out. Hopefully, here we go. Polter is still in goal. Zach Risson once again at the back. Person, Drury, Masonda, Vert. We'll take Drury out. We'll have Radentic in. Carrascal and Zveretic up front. It could have been Lopez, you know. He could have been the one that was signing the contract. Garcia, he's really low, so I need to try and get Garcia and Chadley out on loan. Definitely. This guy, Ferreira Carrasco, I want to give him some game time because, to be honest, at 61 he's a lot better than... He's 61 and he's 16, whereas these 2 guys, he's 17 and 48 and he's 16 and 46. Granted, this Jordi Garcia could look to be a decent player for the club in the future, especially a utility player, can play on the left or the right or anywhere in midfield really. Left back or centre back for Chadley. Carrasco can just play CDM. Navarro can play left mid or centre mid as well. High defensive work rate, that's something good to look at. He's 57 and rated 6. He's 16 and rated 57. So that team looks pretty good. So we'll rock with a few youth players for this next pre-season friendly, and for the final one we'll look to go with our full strength team. So away at Volga, who are playing a 4-2-3-1. Volga are in the Russian league, so it's a tough trip to Russia for us, but we get a 2-1 win. Karaskal with both goals. Darm came on for Zveratic at half time. So that's pretty good team effort there. 2 wins so far. And we have some reports on some players. Who's this Ricardo Jose Costa? I can't remember this guy. Left winger, who is a free agent. Has decent sprint speed and balance. We could look to bring him in, especially if Laba wants to leave. He wants $7 a week and he's valued at 1.6. So you know what? Let's make him a squad rotation player. 5 years. We'll give him $8,000, 20%. And if he accepts that, I may well sell Laba now, as he looks to be a lot better than Laba. And Laba was back up to Verheyo. So we're just going to have to see how it goes, as Man City hoping to sign Varane in the coming days. And we have a game against Ross County. This is our final pre-season game. So let's look to make it a good, and let's go with our full strength team. Who are at the back? Who have I got? I've got... Right, so I need to bring in a right back, that is a definite. We've got Rossetti. Let's give Bagnac a game. Kim Jin-soo. Drury. Let's give Pell a game. Actually, Riccardi, how old are you? Are you pretty young? Yeah, you're 19, you're the same age as Pell, so we'll keep you in there. Verheyo, Karaskal and Zveratic up front. Definitely have those two up front. Polter, Zachris and Pell, Jung, Darm, Kone, not Lopez on the bench. Let's go with Musonda. Looks a pretty decent starting 11, and the bench looks pretty good. 3.5 stars. It'd be nice to get up to 4 stars. I think if we're a 4-star team, we should definitely be looking for promotion this season. As a 4, even 3.5 star, I think some of the Premier League teams start off as 3.5 star. So that should be okay. I think we should be able to manage that. But right, Zveratic scores within 5 minutes, and we win the game 3-1. Riccardi, Verheyo and Zveratic all scoring. Verheyo from the penalty spot. See if we can get this youngster in now before the end of the episode, as we have an office. Hopefully, contract offer received. I want to have a bigger role. He wants $15,000 a week. Since where has this come from? We are not going to go with that. Let's have a look at the shortlist once again. Wage. Okay, so it's now gone up to $15,000 a week in wage. Well, to be honest, if he's rated in the 70s, I tell you what, let's look to try and sign him. And while we're here, let's sell Laba. 5,500 in wages, and he was on what was he on? Yeah, 5,500 a week in wages, and also he was on 500,000 was his actual value, and 5,500 a week in wages. So we can sell him. I don't want to go into that. Do I want to go into contract negotiations? Where is it? Transfer negotiations. There we go. Offer contract. 15 grand. Let's offer an important first team player. 1.6 million is his value. He's valued higher than Zveretic, who came in, and Zveretic is rated 60. Oh, sorry, 70. So this guy, if he's rated anything like Zveretic at 70, he's going to be better than Laba. As we have a transfer for Jordi Garcia. Gladly let him go. He's only rated 46, 16 years old. Get him out on loan. Player loaned. We have an update from Emmanuel Thomas. 85 max, 78 max for that keeper. Reject him. 67 max for Pelowski. Let's reject him. But 85 max for Jarno Hefele. Keep our eye on him. And Moroi also has a report. I believe he's in Brazil. He is 76 max for this keeper, Adriano Cunha. Reject him. 75 max for Diogo Azevedo. Looks like a right winger, Rui Cardenas. Let's sign him up. And Victor Vaz. We'll keep our eye on him. He could be anywhere on the middle of the part, in the middle of midfield or defence. So let's scout him further, see where he ends up being. But let's have a look just to see if there's anyone that we can sign up in terms of the youth team. There's one, isn't there? Rui Cardenas, a right winger. Let's look to sign him up and then see if we can get him out on loan. If we can, it will be nice to get him out on loan before the end of the transfer window. But a few days to go now till the first game of the season. I won't be playing the first game of the season in this episode. Jonathan Chadley, loan deal from Bohemians, gladly. But yeah, we're just going to look to let get this up to the first game of the season, which by the looks of it is the Capital One Cup game. But I'd just like to try and get a signing in. There we go. Contract has been accepted by Ricardo Jose da Costa Regular. So he has joined the club. Let's go straight in and see what his rating is. He's 72 is his rating. He has a trait of speedster and he's 19. Laba is 22 and is rated 67. This guy's rated 5 higher than Laba and he's 3 years younger. So definitely look to get Laba out of the team and sold, especially if he doesn't want to sign a new contract. And we've got our new guy on I think he was on a 5-year deal, wasn't he? So he's signed up for a while. Riccardi, I think, is going to want to play in this next match, which is not surprising. I think Persson is also going to want to play in this next match. Rui Cardenas has signed a contract. Persson and Riccardi both want to play in this next match, which I think they will. But let's go and see what our new youth player, what's he rated as. Right wing at 47, Cardenas. So let's look to try and get him out on loan as well. But guys, I shall call it a day there. Whilst I'm wrapping things up, I will look to get Cardenas out on loan. But where is he, Cardenas? There he is, right. Out for a season-long loan. Yeah, so I'd say pretty low-key start. We've brought in 2 new players, both young, both rated 70. We've still got 600,000 available, so I can look to bring in a right back. I think that's the next thing we need to do, is look to bring in a right back, at least as cover for Hornshush. We're just going to have to see. If I wanted to move everything over to wages and bring in a free agent, I could bring in someone that's 15 grand again, which will hopefully give us another 70 rated player, which will be great for the right back role. It's the one area where we are struggling. Quick look at the team will show you we have one real right back who is rated, he's rated 66. And see, we have Kim Jin-soo and we also have Persson, so we have a couple of left backs who are pretty highly rated. We just need another right back. If we can get a right back in the 70s, I'm sure Sebastian Persson, he's only 18, he will hit 70s pretty soon. If not this season, then next season. Well guys, I will call it a day there, and I'll be back with you in the next episode where we will get the season underway. Thanks for watching guys. Cheers.